The morning sun rises over the sprawling, sun-drenched hills of Southern California, casting a golden haze across an empire built entirely on image, perception, and the relentless pursuit of aesthetic perfection. In the heart of Los Angeles, a city where the lines between reality and curated fantasy have long since blurred, the concept of visibility is not merely a social asset but a powerful global currency. It is a place where every street corner, every palm-lined avenue, and every shimmering poolside serves as a potential stage for a carefully choreographed performance. In this environment, the act of being seen is elevated to an art form, a precise science managed by a select group of cultural architects who understand exactly how to capture and hold the fleeting attention of the modern world. Among these architects, one figure has consistently commanded the global stage, transforming the simple act of living her life into a multi-billion-dollar enterprise that dictates the tastes, styles, and desires of an entire generation. For over a decade, the world has watched this narrative unfold, witnessing the evolution of a young girl under the unrelenting glare of reality television lenses into a formidable business mogul whose every public appearance triggers an immediate ripple effect across the global market. The journey from a famous family dynamic to individual corporate dominance requires an innate understanding of human psychology, media manipulation, and branding that very few individuals in history have ever truly mastered. This is an arena where timing is everything, where a single photograph can launch into international trend, and where the strategic holding back of information builds an almost unbearable level of anticipation among millions of followers. As the summer heat reaches its peak, the atmosphere in this metropolis becomes heavy with the expectation of something new, a shift in the cultural currents that typically originates from the exclusive enclaves where high fashion meets street style. To fully comprehend the scale of this influence, one must look closely at how modern digital empires are constructed, relying heavily on the creation of an aspirational lifestyle that feels simultaneously intimate and entirely out of reach for the average observer. Before we dive deeper into the intricate layers of this high-stakes narrative and unravel the complex machinery behind the latest multi-million-dollar phenomenon, take a moment to subscribe to this channel to stay fully informed on every major development, exclusive insight, and behind-the-scenes breakdown from the fast-paced worlds of global style, culture, and entertainment business. The mechanism of modern celebrity commerce thrives on a peculiar paradox, which is the illusion of total access combined with a carefully guarded sense of exclusivity. Viewers are invited into the private sanctuaries of the ultra-wealthy, allowed to glimpse the manicured lawns, the private jets, and the custom-designed closets. Yet the true mechanics of how these worlds operate remain hidden behind a veil of public relations strategy and corporate non-disclosure. This summer, the tension surrounding one particular digital empire has reached a fever pitch as subtle hints, cryptic messages, and seemingly casual social media updates began to surface, suggesting that a major creative convergence was taking place behind closed doors. For months, sharp-eyed observers and industry insiders noticed a distinct pattern emerging in the visual output of the world's most prominent beauty and apparel entrepreneur. A series of deliberate aesthetic choices that signaled a return to a specific nostalgic vision of California glamour. This vision is deeply rooted in the history of Los Angeles itself, drawing inspiration from the golden eras of Hollywood, the vibrant street culture of the 90s, and the unapologetic hedonism of the early 2000s. It is a style that balances the edge of high-fashion minimalism with the raw, sun-kissed energy of the West Coast, creating a look that is instantly recognizable and universally coveted. The anticipation began to build silently, manifest in the comment sections of viral posts and the analytical columns of fashion editors who parsed every single outfit choice for deeper meaning. The power of this specific brand of influence lies in its ability to make the consumer feel as though they are part of an exclusive club, a select group of insiders who can read between the lines of a highly calculated public narrative. As the digital landscape becomes increasingly crowded with brief trends and fleeting moments of viral fame, the ability to sustain long-term intrigue is the true mark of a master marketer. It requires a flawless understanding of the audience's desires, an ability to anticipate what they will want before they even know they want it, and the discipline to execute a rollout with absolute precision. The unfolding story is not just about products or apparel, it is a testament to the enduring power of visual storytelling in the 21st century, demonstrating how a clear creative vision can unite diverse audiences under a single, overarching aesthetic banner. Every detail, from the choice of lighting in a 15-second video clip to the specific phrasing of a social media caption, is designed to evoke a specific emotional response. To transport the viewer into a dreamlike version of Southern California where the sun never sets and the party never ends. This carefully manufactured atmosphere serves as the perfect backdrop for a revelation that has been months in the making. A project that represents the culmination of shared histories, mutual artistic respect, and a deep, lifelong connection to the city that shaped both of its creators. As we prepare to look into the specifics of this massive summer launch and examine the precise elements that make it such a potent cultural moment, we are reminded of the sheer scale of the machinery at work. A system where personal relationships and corporate strategy blend seamlessly to create global phenomena. The stage is set, the audience is waiting with bated breath, and the first hints of the spectacle have finally been allowed to pierce through the digital noise, offering a tantalizing glimpse into a world where everything is glamorous. Everyone is watching, and nothing is ever left to chance. The curtain of secrecy was finally lifted on a Thursday afternoon, sending shockwaves through the digital universe as Kylie Jenner officially announced the triumphant return of her apparel line, KI, into the highly competitive arena of seasonal swimwear. This momentous occasion marks the second major collaboration between the billionaire beauty mogul and Francesca Aiello, the visionary founder of the iconic brand Frankies Bikinis. A partnership born out of a shared upbringing in the sun-drenched landscape of Los Angeles. To ignite the promotional campaign, the duo unleashed a synchronized trilogy of teaser videos on Instagram, each masterfully crafted to serve as an atmospheric homage to their sprawling, glamorous hometown. The first cinematic snippet, appropriately captioned with the words "fever dream," immediately established a surreal high-fashion tone, while the second clip introduced a sense of cinematic tension with the haunting phrase that someone is always watching in this city. The final installment completed the artistic thesis of the project, bearing a poetic caption that described the capsule as a collection about the art of being seen and the moments in between, dreamt up together. These short films do not merely showcase products, they subvert the traditional marketing model by framing the swimwear as an essential armor for navigating the hyper-visible social landscape of Southern California. In these captivating visuals, Jenner and Aiello appear side by side, modeling a series of daring, barely there bikinis that emphasize minimalist lines, provocative cuts, and texture-rich materials designed to catch the intense summer light. Speaking exclusively to fashion editors at Elle magazine, Aiello revealed that the creative spark for this second iteration was deeply rooted in a profound, mutual nostalgia for the unique aesthetic history of Los Angeles. She explained that she and Jenner actually bypassed traditional design mood boards, choosing instead to dive directly into their own personal private closets to exhume authentic vintage pieces that perfectly captured the raw, unapologetic sexiness of the city. This hands-on archival approach allowed them to synthesize the historical edge of West Coast beach culture with the ultra-modern, clean-lined identity that Jenner has carefully established for KI since its global inception. The visual evidence of this vintage-infused design philosophy is striking, with one particular sequence showing Jenner posing in a midnight black two-piece meticulously engineered to mimic the exact texture and matte sheen of premium leather. She elevates this rebellious, unconventional beach look by styling it with an unexpected pair of metallic silver stiletto heels, creating a jarring, high-contrast imagery that bridges the gap between poolside relaxation and late-night Hollywood club culture. Standing alongside her, Aiello complements the look perfectly, donning an underwire variation crafted from the same faux leather material, demonstrating the collection's versatility and its structural commitment to supporting diverse body shapes. In a complete tonal shift that showcases the expansive creative range of the capsule, another video features the design duo twinning in vibrant Barbie pink lame bikinis that radiate a high-gloss, metallic brilliance. This hyper-feminine, nostalgic aesthetic serves as a brilliant cultural reference point, evoking the playful, confident energy of early 2000s cinema and iconic pop culture figures who weaponized the color pink as a symbol of power and visibility. Jenner also took to her personal Instagram account to fuel the media frenzy, sharing a striking sun-soaked photograph of herself lounging effortlessly on a pristine pool float while wearing a blue snakeskin string bikini from the new line. Accompanying the image was a personal note from the mogul stating that this second round with her lifelong friend was somehow even dreamier than their first record-breaking release. For dedicated followers of the Jenner fashion dynasty, this official announcement was the confirmation of a suspicion that had been quietly building for weeks, rooted in a series of meticulously planned public appearances. The strategic mastermind behind the rollout had actually been executing a highly sophisticated, silent teasing campaign during a recent luxury getaway to the tropical paradise of the Turks and Caicos Islands. Nominally organized as a promotional girls' trip for her flagship brand, Kylie Cosmetics, this excursion served as a covert real-world testing ground for the unreleased Frankies Bikinis collaboration. While the public focused on the glamorous vacation content, Jenner was systematically introducing the capsule to the world, stepping out in a succession of distinct, eye-catching Swifter designs without uttering a single word about their origin. She later confirmed this calculated strategy on her Instagram story, resharing 3 separate archive posts of herself from the trip, explicitly pointing out that the camouflage string bikini, the structural underwire faux leather set, and the shimmering silver lame two-piece were all early glimpses of the upcoming collection. This disclosure highlights the masterful orchestration behind the modern influencer economy, where what appears to be a casual vacation photo is in reality a multi-million-dollar corporate product placement. The decision to reunite for a sophomore collection was an obvious choice for both brands, driven by the astronomical historic success of their inaugural collaborative effort, which launched to global acclaim in July of the previous year. That initial collection, which drew heavy creative inspiration from the delicate details and romantic silhouettes of vintage European lingerie, captured the imagination of consumers worldwide and achieved an instantaneous sellout status within mere minutes of its digital release. The sheer velocity of those sales created an immense, unsatisfied global demand, setting a massive precedent and establishing an incredibly high bar for this midsummer follow-up project. By pivoting from the soft, romantic lingerie motifs of their past success toward the harder, shinier, and more diverse textures of Los Angeles vintage streetwear, Jenner and Aiello have effectively raised the stakes for the entire swimwear industry. The collection is not merely an assortment of garments, it represents a highly calculated collision between 2 distinct demographic forces, merging the massive worldwide consumer base of K with the fiercely loyal youth culture community that has supported Frankies Bikinis for over a decade. As the official launch date of July 14 approaches, the corporate machinery behind the partnership is operating at absolute maximum capacity, ensuring that global distribution networks, e-commerce servers, and inventory management systems are prepared to handle the inevitable, overwhelming influx of international traffic. The narrative surrounding this release has transformed from a simple business story into a masterclass in modern cultural relevance, proving once again that in the current media ecosystem, the combination of authentic friendship, shared heritage, and unparalleled digital influence is an unstoppable economic force. To truly understand the profound impact of this latest creative endeavor, one must look beyond the immediate frenzy of social media metrics and examine the remarkable journeys of the 2 distinct innovators who stand at the very center of this cultural phenomenon. The lifelong bond between Kylie Jenner and Francesca Aiello is not a manufactured public relations narrative designed for corporate convenience, but rather a genuine, deep-rooted connection forged during their formative years in the unique landscape of Southern California. Growing up together in the exclusive neighborhoods of Los Angeles, both women were immersed from a young age in an environment defined by rapid digital transformation, the birth of modern influencer culture, and the shifting paradigms of the global fashion industry. Aiello, an extraordinarily ambitious entrepreneur in her own right, founded Frankies Bikinis when she was just a teenager, driven by a simple yet revolutionary desire to create high-quality, perfectly fitting swimwear that reflected the authentic lifestyle of Malibu and the broader West Coast beach community. Through sheer determination, an innate understanding of organic digital marketing, and a relentless focus on community building, she transformed a small, homegrown operation into a dominant international powerhouse, frequently collaborating with some of the most visible names in entertainment and modeling. Meanwhile, Jenner was navigating her own unprecedented trajectory, transitioning from the youngest member of a legendary reality television dynasty into a pioneering corporate titan who fundamentally redefined the rules of the global cosmetics and apparel markets. When these 2 trajectories officially converged under the banner of KY, it represented a monumental alignment of shared creative DNA, business acumen, and an unparalleled understanding of what the modern consumer desires. The decision to base this sophomore collection entirely on their hometown of Los Angeles serves as a poignant full-circle moment for both designers, allowing them to look back at their roots while simultaneously pushing the boundaries of contemporary beachwear design. By mining their own personal archives and private closets for vintage inspiration, they have successfully managed to infuse a sense of authentic history and raw emotion into a highly commercial product line, a rare feat in today's hyper-accelerated fast fashion landscape. This deliberate creative choice resonates deeply with a generation of consumers who increasingly crave authenticity, story-driven narratives, and a sense of tangible connection to the creators behind the brands they support. Furthermore, the immense broader significance of this specific launch lies in its profound implications for the future of independent, celebrity-driven apparel lines. For a long time, traditional industry skeptics viewed influencer brands as fleeting, short-term ventures designed to capitalize on temporary viral trends without offering any real longevity or structural innovation. However, the sustained growth, critical acclaim, and strategic evolution of KY, particularly through these complex, multi-layered collaborative projects, completely shatters that outdated stereotype, proving that modern digital creators can build enduring, high-fashion institutions capable of competing with established heritage houses. The meticulous, multi-phased rollout strategy executed by Jenner and her dedicated team, stretching from the silent tropical teases in the Turks and Caicos Islands to the highly stylized cinematic teasers on Instagram, will undoubtedly be analyzed and studied by marketing professionals and business students for years to come as a textbook example of modern brand building. This partnership effectively demonstrates how to maintain an incredibly high level of consumer engagement over an extended period, transforming a routine product drop into a major, must-watch cultural event that commands the attention of the global media landscape. As the official release time ticks closer, the intense anticipation surrounding the capsule has evolved into a global conversation about confidence, self-expression, and the evolving nature of public visibility in the digital era. The collection's core artistic theme, which boldly celebrates the complex art of being seen and the precious, uncurated moments in between, serves as an incredibly fitting reflection of Jenner's own life journey under the constant, unforgiving glare of the international spotlight. It is an open, unapologetic declaration that visibility can be a powerful tool of personal empowerment and creative freedom when managed with absolute precision and authentic intent. The overwhelming, highly enthusiastic response from the public underscores the fact that this collection is far more than just a seasonal fashion trend. It is a definitive cultural statement that beautifully captures the vibrant, sun-drenched spirit of an entire era. When the digital doors finally open and the global consumer base rushes to secure their pieces from this historic midsummer drop, the legacy of this remarkable collaboration will be firmly cemented in the archives of contemporary fashion history. It stands as a brilliant, shining testament to the incredible things that can be achieved when raw, entrepreneurial drive, deep childhood friendship, and a visionary creative outlook come together to redefine the very boundaries of global style. The story of this collection is ultimately the story of Los Angeles itself, a city of endless